pop on like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died. I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud. Straight to glory. They don't know how I did it. He nice, but he don't show them skills. How I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. They mad. Up to solid circle tight. Yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life. I ain't worried. I got rank for there. I got rigor soldiers. Kill for me, nigga. Watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately. You is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you. Circle small, you can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, though. So I brought these Jimmy Streets. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running. Bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, find it. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills. How I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life. I ain't worried. I got rate for real. Take over in effect. Yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women. That bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking. I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust. Now I'm too clean. Don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that eco line into a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in that attic like they in front. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills. How I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life. I ain't worried. I got Ray for real. Dang. Killing motherfuckers. Stand over him. Shoot him in the face. Hey, listen, bro. You don't know, y'all. I be this bitch tripping.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn right, I'm a U.P.K nigga. Straight out of one West, no contest. We the best to the niggas that's living, trying to contend with the stress. Going through the test, no access, cause you oppressed. Slaves, niggas is dying off in waves. Living in dirt, now it's a grave. Niggas cross-talk through the crosswalking or the white chalk over the bodies of roads that you paid. Americans killing us, saying they fearing us. Put the drugs in the hood, now my niggas delirious. Put a gun in my face, all because of my race. Click, boom, flash, put some Skittles and murder my ass. Like a sheep to the slaughter, heart beating harder and harder. Baptized with these words, never dipping in water. So now we pray to the Father. Give strength to the Father that's looking for the marauder. That's fucking taking our daughters, nigga. It's wartime. Lights up, nigga, showtime. Got the green light on that ass, yeah, go time. Either boot up, shut up, but get your ass up. Cause we ain't got time to be playing this all fucked up America. Heaven for the thief, hell for the slave. Reaping what you sow, meaning giving back what you gave for a clean slate. You try to imitate, you was always fake. America, every city, state, this is your fate. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America.
Torn on the timeline, giving the rhythm to expose the intricacies of things. Vibe, doing my, I ain't shit.
But getting lit is a pastime, so in a minute I'ma pass out. I hope you get it. If you didn't, you can crash flying. Kinda simple if you feel it, pass your last line. But it will confuse a bad mind. A damn shame. That's the exact thing. Don't get your ass fried. Bombs from the sky, rich devil lullaby. Then the nigga fly. Hope you got an alibi. Bombs from the sky, rich devil lullaby. Damn, the missiles high. I can see him from the parking lot. Never finna ball out. Devils finna fall out. All out warfare, nightmares in the big house. They murdered us for years and thinking shit won't gonna turn around. Pride never learned. This motherfucker burns down. Yelled in them streets. Told them to breach. All of you angels bring woe to this beast. You rule for a time, but we play for keeps. I pray to my father, bring woe to this beast. Remember them times we hung on them trees. All of you nations bow down to your knees. Remember them ships, they brought us in fleets. Fuck they Apollo, bring them the heat. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, whoa, to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, whoa, whoa. To America.
God is going to destroy this empire, man. You about to see famine in this place. You think them fires in California is bad? That's just the beginning of what the Lord is about to do. Because you've been evil to the Lord's people. You've been wicked to the Most High's children, man. You've been destructive to the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me tell you something, black man. You got to put on your strength now, man. Put back on your strength and might, black man, because your day is coming. Your day is coming because the Lord is going to bring judgment on this earth.
Back row.
You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one westward sharper than the Ice-P.K. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying at that commissary hit before a run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My coat captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous.
Hey, shalom. Y'all about to Qatar. Who in here? Who in here?
So, we just got us and you right now. Did you want to take the class, sir?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's get started. Let's go ahead and get started.
Come on, sir.
All right. Shalom. All right, go ahead and get started. Most High in Christ, man. Most High in Christ. Give it up. All right, we're gonna wait to Cap get here, but in the meantime, any questions? Anything y'all want to talk about before Cap get in here and before we get into a topic? I got a good little topic I want to talk about. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on in the earth right now, but it's just more proof that we need to really get close to the Most High in Christ, man. That we really need to come together, like the scriptures say, that we really, the oppressor is so he's such a shameless and such a shameless people. The oppressor is such a shameless enemy. Like he don't care. He'll rub it in your face. But any questions? Questions? Akim.
Check. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Come. We too wild for now over in Fayetteville, sir.
All right, man. Look, while we wait on Cap, man, I'm give me this scripture. Find never trust thine enemy.
Come.
I went to watch a movie this weekend, man, and oh my God, I was mind blown. And I mean, not mind blown in the sense like I know who the enemy is, but mind blown on how this oppressor really looks at us. How he really looks at blacks and Hispanics, man, and it made me think too more like thankful to be in the truth and to really find the value in my brothers, to really find the value in the brotherhood in blacks and Hispanics. Like to really, I mean, of course, we were taught from the beginning to really value, when you come in here, but it solidified that love for this nation that the Lord said is His people, man, because everybody else has always hated us, man, for being the Lord's people. That's why.
So like I said,
Go ahead.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Trust thine enemy.
What does it say again?
Never trust thine enemy.
Man, the scripture says never to trust your enemy, man. It was a movie that I seen this weekend. It's called it was called Killers of the Flower Moon. Y'all heard of that movie?
I don't want.
It was a movie that was based on somebody find the and I mean I don't think Cap probably go into this, but this is in pertaining to brotherhood in this sense that if we don't watch after each other, first of all, if we don't have the Lord's knowledge and wisdom, we don't know who we need to be looking out for. Who really needs salvation? Christ called us the sheep. Also find me that scripture where it says, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep. The lost sheep. And how he made a comparison to the Lord considers us his sheep. We're compared to cattle like the sheep. And a lot of scriptures in the Bible have compared us to, pray for these other nations, man. So somebody find an article, just some brief about the Osage murders in 1920. Somebody can find something in the meantime about that. The Osage murders in the 1920s in Oklahoma. I forget the city in Oklahoma, but it's the Osage. Is the tribe. It was a Native Indian tribe that, of course, after the Trail of Tears, after the oppressor pulverized our brothers, the tribe of Gad, and dispersed them and oppressed them even more. They couldn't fully destroy the Lord's people because that's just never going to happen. But they really did a number on the Lord's people, the tribe of Gad, which is who we know today as the Native American Indians, the so-called Native American Indians. This tribe was given, like a lot of Native Indian brothers, they get what they call the reservation, like black and Hispanics, like we get the barrios and the ghettos, right? So the American government gave this tribe of people, a barren land. You know what the word barren means? Like barren, like barren. I think it's BARRAN, barren. Like there's nothing there. It's the worst land you can possibly have. You can't grow nothing in it. You can't grow anything on that land. You can't farm. There's barely any grass. Anybody ever drove through Oklahoma?
I haven't.
Man, look, there's nothing in Oklahoma. There's nothing but hills and plains and red dirt. That's all there is in Oklahoma, right?
Okay.
So that's the land that the American government, after they, essentially took over what you call, what we know today as the United States. They gave these brothers, these Native Indian brothers, the worst of the worst, just like they do the so-called Negro as well. They gave them the worst of the worst treatment, the worst land, the ghettos. Um, y'all drove through the ghetto. Y'all grew up. I grew up in the ghetto. You know what that's like. It's nothing there but poverty, right?
Come on,
Right.
come on, come on.
So they gave these people this barren land, and it just so happened there was an immense amount of petroleum, of oil in those lands. I'm talking about immense, like a lot of oil, and it belonged to the Native Indians now. So in essence, that made them at that time, and I'm talking about 1920s. It made the Osage tribe the richest people per capita in the world. It made it. I mean, it made them so rich. It made them so rich. They used to have white servants, Caucasian servants.
Salagi, sir.
Go ahead.
I got that article whenever you're ready, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Bring it out.
Come on. This is the
Is there any way you can post it? Anybody can post it on the screen?
Salagi, I'm gonna put it.
Somebody find a way to post it on the screen before. I'll keep talking about it. See if you can get the posted on the screen.
Come on.
It made them it made this tribe of people. You had to be from the tribe of the Osage tribe. I think it's spelled Osage, Osage or Osage or something like that. I forget how you pronounce it. Osage, and they were like Arabian sheiks from the Middle East. They were so rich. I mean, they was getting. I think they was giving them like 130,000 per month per family. That's how much money these Gadites was getting. They were so rich, they had Caucasian servants, man. And what happened though, that the U.S. government didn't basically say, well, we don't trust that you can manage this wealth. So what I'll do is we're going to appoint, what we'll do is we're going to appoint, you got it? Go ahead, bring it out. Go ahead.
Come on. This is out of Britannica. It says Osage murders. Series of murders of Osage tribal members in Oklahoma, principally in the 1920s. Many killings were part of a conspiracy to obtain the oil wealth. The oil wealth of Osage members. The murders were the first major criminal investigation conducted by the U.S. government agency before that became the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
So there was a book about this, about how the FBI was formed, and these murders were the first ones to be investigated. But check this out. They had to pay the U.S. government $20,000 at that time for them to send people to investigate the murders, because these murders had been going on and nobody had done anything about them. The local laws, nobody, they were ruling them to be like suicides or accidents and stuff like that, because the federal government appointed the same ones. You know how the oppressor is. That's what the Bible said, that he is the devil. The Bible speaks. He's the devil on the earth. Right. We got to know who our enemy is, but more importantly, we got to know who our brothers are. More importantly, we have to know who our people are, and who are the people that need, strong warriors and brotherhood to save us, because things like that happen throughout the century. You got Tulsa, Oklahoma. You got all kind of atrocities that have happened to our people because we allowed and we invited the oppressor, even when it seemed like we didn't need them. It is like the Tulsa, Oklahoma, the so-called Black Wall Street. They didn't need the oppressor, but the devil, he doesn't like that, and he's going to devise a plan to destroy what you got going on. Second of all, because that's not the way we're going to get out of this oppression. We're not going to get out of this oppression by our own wits. We have to cleave on to the Most High. So the government set up guardians, what they call guardians, to manage the Osage's newfound wealth. And so these guardians were lawyers, Caucasian lawyers, businessmen, government officials, and because the Native Indians at one, they didn't care about money. They were still coming off that that spiritual, or that thing they were that believed to be connected to the land and to the animals and stuff like that. And they didn't value the money how the oppressor valued the money. Read on.
Come. Select. It says in 2017, Author David Graham brought attention to this long forgotten story in his book, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Mm-hmm.
The Osage Murders and the Birth of the FBI, which was adapted as a major motion picture by Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Scorsese, released in 2023. Says the Osage Nation and the oil boom, the Osage Neokonska Nation pushed west by white settlement, negotiated a treaty in 1865 to purchase their own reservation land and what became Northern Oklahoma. In the 1890s, oil deposits were discovered on the reservation, which
now the oppressor gave, they was like, yeah, go ahead, we'll let you get a reservation here in this barren, good for nothing land. Like I said, if you ever drove through Oklahoma, you'll see why. You'd be like, damn, you ever seen the movie with the tumbleweeds, like the Wild Wild West? The tumbleweeds, like there's tumbleweeds over there now. Like if you drive through there, you'll see tumbleweeds in some of these areas. Like, damn, there's nothing there. It's just rocks and red dirt, and I think the only way they grow any type of farmland, they got to do special things with the soil. Well, at that time that they didn't have that type of knowledge. It was just barren. It was good for nothing. But they found oil deposits. Go ahead.
Come. It says scroll down by in the 1890s, oil deposits were discovered on a reservation, which is now Cotaminous with Osage County.
Mm-hmm.
When the U.S. Congress passed the Osage Allotment Act of 1906, a tribal lawyer wisely reserved subsurface mineral rights for the Osage people.
Tribal lawyer, so there was some. Now these were smart people, nonetheless. Our people are smart people, nonetheless. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We, the Lord has been more merciful to us to somehow put people that sometimes have brotherhood and care, like Commander General YAHANNA here in the UPK. But they had a lawyer was able to maneuver something there where he could get. Go ahead, read on.
Come. As it turned out, the reservation contained some of the largest oil deposits in the country, setting off the Oklahoma oil boom.
Go ahead, read on.
Although proceeds from the mineral rights were held in trust by the U.S. government, mineral lease royalties were paid to the tribe. Royalties were allotted equally to each tribal member in shares called head rights.
Go ahead.
Which were passed along to a person's legal heirs when the person died.
So this is where the thing is crazy, because if you from the tribe, you were the wealth was distributed, it was distributed equally. So if you was a family of 5, everybody got a certain amount of money. Well, if one of those died, then they pass it down to the rest of the brothers or sisters. Read on.
Sir?
They inherited these royalties. Go ahead.
It says, at the height of the oil boom, head rights were worth several $1 million each.
And now this is 1920. Like, this is not, today's economy. This is a fairly new American economy. Go ahead.
Osage tribal members became the wealthiest people per capita in the world.
Now that made them pretty much the richest people in the whole world. Read on. In the oppressor's world. Read on.
Buying mansions, cars, luxury goods, and in some cases even hiring white servants.
They had, I've seen the clips, man. They had Caucasian servants. Like, that's how rich they were. Now, that means problems. Read on.
Sir. However,
Because hold on, before you say that, because in this movie, you know how they portray blacks and Hispanics to be, drug addicts and go ahead.
It's like Captain Isupk is there.
Oh, go ahead. With that, pass the cast over to Precinct Captain Natha.
Shalom. Yahweh Shem Shiraka Thumb. Yahweh Shema Taba Shema Shai. Akim, what's going on?
It's a while, by the one.
So
where we at right now?
I was going over an article about I seen a movie this weekend called The Killers of the Flower Moon. It was about the Osage tribe that had found oil in their land, the reservation, and they was like the richest people in 1920s per capita, and the oppressor set up like a Caucasian guardians to manage their wealth, and eventually those guardians started murdering these Native Indians. It's like they were murdering because if they ended up murdering the families, they would they would essentially inherit those head rights to the oil. And they made a movie about it, which was like 4 hours long, but it basically depicted how the oppressor is the devil the Bible speak of, and how he views the life of, the Lord's chosen people.
That's right. Straight. You can't go wrong with that. That's right. You understand? We see what's taking place on the earth right now. We see what's taking place on the earth right now. Who operating the computer for me?
Sir, Officer Kodam, sir.
Kodam? Okay, so just keep an eye out for Jamaica. All right?
Come, sir.
And on tab 1, did you send the link out to Jamaica and Bahamas?
So can you hear me?
Yeah.
Come. I sent it to Jamaica and Bahamas, sir.
Okay, to what?
Come.
All right. Did you also to tab 1? Did you send the stuff to Kodam?
So can you hear me?
Yeah.
So no, I sent it to Officer Kowal. I can send it to Kodam right now.
Yeah, so send it to Kodam on the computer.
Come on, council.
I don't know why we had a revert from you all in Durham.
It's like it's a reverb because we on the cell phone.
Something else had a lower. Meaning the cell phone might have a lower the volume.
Right there. Put up. You want me to get it? You got a valuable shot.
All right. Who reading for me? Okay. Who's my reader? Fine. Let's go away. It says he removed the border. Right? And that's to coincide with what Lahab was bringing out. Right? And what's going on right now on the earth today. Right? Especially across there in the Middle East. Where he's trying to, you know what I mean, take land. Right? Land that does not belong to him. All right? You all with me?
Kind of Wakan, sir.
All right. Let me see.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
I had brought that scripture to never trust thy enemy.
Yeah, we could say we could go right there to start it off also too. Right, and give me is that in Ecclesiasticus 12?
Come on, I was like, I got it. Other one.
Go ahead.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Right, yeah, son, and that's what's going on right now. All the treaties they made. Right, even with the native Indians. I mean, you know a little bit of history. He made tons of treaties with the native Indians.
Right.
You understand? Tons of them he made with the native Indians. And he didn't keep them. What did he tell black people? He told black people what? That they were going to get what? 40 acres on what? A mule. Right? He knows how to butter you up. He knows how to talk to you. He knows everything. He knows how to say it to you. But the Bible is saying what? Never what?
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust your enemies. Right. Some black people will think that what? That Esau is their what? Is their friend. Right? Like today. I mean, some of us want to do what? Some of us want to pick sides. You understand? And some of us think that picking the oppressor side is picking the winning team. But I got news for you. You're on the losing team. You understand? According to the Bible, you are on the losing team. Who else is on the Van Pictorial Dictionary there for me? Where it speaks about Edom. Where it says he will receive no mercy. And he can clearly see why he's not going to receive any mercy whatsoever. You understand? If there's one thing the oppressor lets talk for him, is his action. You understand? His actions says a lot. You know what I mean? And then today, what's today? Today is what? Halloween. You understand?
So,
black people, come on.
Salaki Adawan, you want me to read the definition of Edom on page 142?
Yeah, come straight to the part where it speaks about he will not receive any mercy.
So, like, if I may, this is the Zondervan Pictorial Compact Dictionary, and it's Edom, page 142. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. It says, see notably Isaiah 34 and 5, 6, 63 and 1.
Go ahead, read on.
She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High.
Right, and you could clearly see why. You turn the news on right now, brother. you can clearly see why. Today, they bombed some refugee camp.
Right.
You know why they bombed the refugee camp?
Con, sir.
Why?
Oh, you said why?
Yes.
Because they're the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Yeah, I'll take the answer, but they give a reason why. They gave a reason why.
So,
anybody knows? Come on.
I think it was because they killed a leader of Hamas, a prominent general or something, a leader in the Hamas military.
Yes. They want one man, and guess who they had to kill? They had to kill like 50 to 100 people for that one man. You understand? And don't get me wrong. I'm not for Hamas. I'm not for the Israelis. I'm for none of them. But what I'm showing you is that this man, by his actions, whatever judgment he received from the Lord, he worked for it. You understand? He worked for it. He worked hard for it. The oppressor, he worked hard for this. Read it one more time.
We're in the book of the Zondervan Pictorial Dictionary, Encyclopedia. It says, Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High.
He was given no promise. She was given no promise from the Most High.
So,
like, come on.
I have an article on that. Israeli military hits Gaza's largest refugee camp. If you want me to read,
we go just hold it for now.
Con, sir.
THAWADAH. Where we at right now? Continue with the scripture.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy. As iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
You understand? Like the Lord telling you, do not trust the enemy. What is your pastors and them reading in the church? Are they actually opening the Bible and reading it? Are they opening the Bible and reading it for you? Or just reciting something that sounds good? You understand? Like the Bible clearly telling you, don't trust any of your enemies. And who are your enemies? Who's your enemy? Can you mute me? Online. Who is your enemy according to the scripture? Testing, 1, 2.
So, like out of one, if I may.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I would say my enemy would be anyone that's not in the school, vaguely, but with respect to anyone that's not an Israelite, the other nations.
Yes, that's who your enemy is, a non-Israelite. This is, you know what I mean, and specifically, this is for your oppressor. You understand? This is for your oppressor. Who has the who has the video there that Tabo wants sent for you?
I have it, sir. I got it.
I don't want the whole thing.
Come.
Tabo, did you tell him where, from where to where?
Hold on. I'm gonna look inside of it.
Come, sir.
Okay. So check it and see from where to where. All right.
He said he sent where exactly in the video.
Oh, okay.
Salakia.
Yeah. And that's right. We're gonna get it. All right. Give me Proverbs. No, read a little more on that for me.
Khan. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 11. Though he humble himself.
Though he what?
Though he humble himself.
And how does the oppressor humble himself?
Salaki, he presents as if he is is at peace with you.
How?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
By his he humbles himself by his imagery.
Remember Lamar?
The Caesar Borgia picture. It looks very, very welcoming. His how he's Superman, how he's always the savior, and in the media, in the movies, entertainment. He's never the flat out bad guy unless it's one of those type of movies. He's also his education programs, how he teaches that even call himself white. Called himself white, meaning not harmful. He's very, very, very cunning in his ways of being telling you to vote, and then it's just all his systems. He's very, very slick.
Right. So humble. What does humble means?
Oh, well, I'll look it up.
Look it up. Hawan, you on it? Hawan says he plays like he's our friend, but he is not. You know Johnny on the job, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Johnny on the job, he come and talk to you nice, but he gonna tell the supervisor everything that you're doing that you're not supposed to be doing.
So like,
come on.
So like often when we're at camp, they try to come up to the camp and want to do a fist bump or want to shake your hand. That's a ways by which they attempt to humble themselves, like they're not an enemy.
Right. So in other words, what are they doing?
So like the other one, say that again, sir.
What are they doing when they come up to get a fist bump and stuff?
They're trying to beguile you. They're trying to trick you to believe that they're a friend and they're not an enemy.
Yes. So in other words, they're pretending.
Come.
Right. Who get humble?
I got it, sir. It's my fault. I timed out. The definition is humble. It says hold on one second. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance.
Right. So he shows what? He goes on the news and says what? He's going to give this much in housing for black people. Right. He's going to give you this much in what? Food stamps. You understand? In EBT.
Police reform.
Yes. Right? He appears. You protest that you need more cops to in your neighborhood. What he does? He goes and try to get money to do what? So that could happen. You understand? And you thinking that he's doing he's doing good by you when he's not. You understand? The mere fact that black people, trust in this oppressor today, it means what? That we are what? Deceived by him appearing to what? Humble himself. Right? And then you go, and who's the best in all of them? Who's the best in all of them?
Salagi, sir.
Come on.
America.
No. Okay, don't. You giving me a nation? I talk about here in America.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
If I may, Amalek.
No, I'm not so much Amalek, because brothers in the music industry know they're getting done over, but they just can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? Somebody, come on.
Would it be the president, the politicians, the president?
Yes, the president, Biden. Biden said what? If you don't vote for me, or what?
You ain't black.
You ain't black. You understand? He played us good and well. You understand? He comes on when we're protesting because of an unarmed black man being gunned down by a police officer, right? By a press police officer. What happens? He comes on the television and claims it's all wrong. This, that, the other thing's going to be put in place. And what happens? Does it stop?
Justice does not serve, it doesn't stop, and they get acquitted.
Yes. You understand? They said what? We're going to let justice. We're going to let justice take course. And before you know it, you understand? You're getting paid to shut your mouth while your family member is in the grave and no more. Right? They humble themselves, as the brother was saying also too. That Serge Bourget picture that they have makes you think that this man doesn't harm. When you look on the earth right now, who's harming every other nation on the earth right now? Who's harming every other nation on the earth? The oppressor. You understand? These Caucasians, they're harming, they're causing havoc on the earth right now. Straight up bloodshed. Right? Right? Now read on.
And go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Right? And go what crouching like what? Like you know what I mean, you can't get harmed. And what's a perfect example of that? Of that scenario of America in a nutshell.
Slagia, sir. Would it be? Yeah, would it be when they came to Native American Indians?
That's a good example too. What's another example?
WMD.
WMD. Huh?
When they invaded Iraq, looking for weapons of mass destruction and hearts and minds.
No, still local. I ain't really. I'll tell you when we get into them other heathens, but still local. Still local.
So like out of one.
Come on.
Would he be, acting as if he's the victim when he goes to the crowd? He's humbling himself, like with Israel, being, they
no, still local for me. Still local. I went right local. Because brothers and sisters, right here, we need to wake them all the way up.
Like,
you understand? Come on.
It'll be like the police force. They act like they're gonna help you. Just like I'm a patron. I'm a tax-paying, the citizen. You guys pay me, and the whole time they shoot you in the back.
I'll take that, but think more so like George Zimmerman.
Oh, Connor.
Who lured Trayvon Martin in and made him what? Made it look as if what?
He was a neighborhood watch.
No, but he made it look as if what? As
he was a victim.
Couldn't fight. He was looking. He made himself look as the victim. You understand? It's almost like they lure you in, like the crouch. You know what I mean? Like the kaham, yeah. But brother, you better watch yourself. You better watch yourself around them. The ones that look like they can't harm you, guess who they are? Them is your next mass shooters. Show me, come on.
Like Dylan Storm Roof.
Yeah. That's a perfect example. He went in that church, he crouched down, he looked as if he was doing what? Humbling himself. Like if he was praying with them people. And then did what? And just kill what? 8 unalive 8 people?
Come.
You understand? Unalive 8 people. And not worry about it. Right? Read on. And that's good, I yes. You know what I mean? On the hunt, like a lion. You understand? But just this lion, he is doing what? He ain't looking what? A lion looks what? A lion looks ferocious. You understand? Even a lion crouching down, he looks ferocious. You just think some kitty cat, some harmless looking animal. But this animal have some teeth. When he bite you, you know what I mean? You don't know what's up. You understand? Read on.
Yet take good heed and beware of him.
What?
Yet take good heed and beware of him.
Take good heed and beware of him, Ark. You understand? You want to know why black people in fear of the so-called oppressor right now? You understand? Because of his ruthlessness when it comes to dealing with us. You understand? And now it appears, you know what I mean, you more scared than anything to deal with him. You understand? Right? And the Bible is telling you, beware. Beware of him. Read on.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast what?
Has wiped a looking glass.
All right. What does that mean?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Salakia. So, like, you know, when you wipe a looking glass, you're wiping it because you can't get a clear picture of, you know, yourself. So, when you know, or whatever you're looking at, right? So, when you wipe the looking glass, you can actually see exactly who he is.
Yes.
Salakia.
Yeah. Come on.
With the looking glass, wasn't that like the old pirate telescopes we had back in the day?
Yes.
Like it was like it's kind of foggy, kind of get cell phone, kind of blurry. You wipe it off, like, oh, now I see exactly who the hell that is.
Yeah. What makes it blurry?
Your illusion of who he thought he was.
So what makes him blurry?
His works.
I'll take that, but give me.
Sir.
Come on.
Christianity.
Yes. That fog you see is Christianity. Ain't no getting wrong it. You understand? You're going to have to do what? We're going to have to come out these Christian churches.
That's right.
Because tonight, how many of our brothers and sisters what do you call it? Trick-or-treating? I'm saying it correct? Right? How many of our brothers and sisters having your kids doing that? You understand? And that's because we ain't really wipe the looking glass good. You understand? Then you will know you are sending your son and daughter through that fire, the fire of Molech, to get what? To get hurt and possibly what? Killed.
Right.
You understand? Like we have to start waking up and recognizing who we're living with. Just imagine Biden over here, and Biden is allowing Israel to do what? To nigh on to commit what? Genocide on a people.
Right.
What do you think he's going to do with you? He going to spare you? From what? Who do I send these stories to?
We got to pull it up here. It's the Fayetteville. Y'all got to pull it up ready.
No, I have another one to send you.
Oh, it's like I.S.U.P.K 910.
I.S.U.P.K what?
I.S.U.P.K 910 at gmail.com.
Oh, hold on. Let me get it. No, put that video up. Let me show you the problem. All right. It's one of the videos I had to go looking for. I forget the woman name, but this is a Israeli woman. Right? She holds a high position, right, in the community or in the nation. All right, go on, play it.
The problem with Israel is with the youngest generation of the next community. The problem with Israel is with the young generation of the next community.
Now pause. So you all hear what she's saying, right?
Khan. She said it was the problem is it's the young black. She's pretty much saying them black Israelite Negroes on the corner.
Right. I know she's making mention of that, but
right.
I will make sure and say is the entire nation they're worried about.
So lucky, sir.
Come on.
Why would when I was looking at that, I immediately thought about us. But why would you she think about the whole because we're kind of like in the public side destroyed as a nation, except for the ones who have the truth, which is us, that are the reason why we have the 12 tribes chart, which is challenging. That's how Nick Cannon and Kanye West and Derek Jackson were shot. They're saying the real Jews are the so-called Amalek is a fake Jew. Right. The average Negro on the corner, he ain't saying that, but we are saying that. So
okay, what you saying? What you what's the word Esau use? What's that word? Tabo one what that word? It not instigating, but it's
alluding, sir.
Yeah, what you're alluding, yeah, I'll take that. What you're alluding to is, could possibly right. She's talking about us, and not just us, but think about it this way. All the groups that broke off from the I.S.U.P.K, what do they teach?
They teach the 12 tribes sign that's in our school.
Right? And what? That what?
The synagogue of Satan is the so-called Amalek, the oppressor.
Okay. Some of them join with Amalek.
Where they do.
There's one thing they do say though.
The white man's a devil, Slakia.
No, we say that.
Okay.
There's one thing. Cool. Give me the email. What's the email?
ISUPK 910 at Gmail.
So Salakia Adawan, did we say that the term that you're looking for was? Did you say gaslighting? Is that what she's doing at this point in time with this video?
Okay, no, I think from what they were saying that she was talking about, I believe was the either Black Lives Matter, all right, which is black people nonetheless. You understand? But they know that black people make claims that they are what?
The real Jews.
Yes. We make claim that we are the real Jews. We are not what? Jewish. And that's what they get from what? You can't be an Israelite and not say you're the real Jew. You can't have a fake Israelite group and say you're not the real Jew. It doesn't add up. You might want to join other people onto it, right? But you yourself, you can't say Israelite group and you're not part of the 12 tribes. You understand? And they know it. Now, with that being said, what is going on in Israel right now? The land that is. What's going on in Israel right now? Just by hearing what she's saying, what would you think is going on in Israel right now?
Could it be possibly there, from what she's saying about it being a problem, is maybe those Negroes that went to Israel back in the day, being hard-headed. There's a lot of Negroes over there, kind of some Africans, some Israelites. Maybe they're trying to get them out of Israel. They're throwing them the hell out.
So, like, if I may, Adawan.
Okay, no, meaning this. Okay, let me see if I can rephrase it. Right? Okay, if you had never seen the news from October 7th to now, right, and you turn the news on at this point in time and heard her making that statement about black people, about the young black generation, you understand? Get the young black generation a hand. You understand? Get them brothers a hand. You understand? Because they're the ones gonna have to wake up. You understand? They're the ones. It's you know what I mean. It's sad, but they're gonna have to wake up.
So, like, if I may, sir.
Come on.
I was gonna say what they is saying is just ignoring that you're seeing all the bombing of the Palestinians over there. That's not the real problem. The real problem is that young black generation that is coming up.
Yes, you understand. You will never think there's a war. They're at war right now. They didn't say what the problem is. What is the Palestinians? She didn't say the problem is what the Iranians. She ain't saying the problem is them Lebanese, them Hezbollah or Hamas. She's saying the young black generation is the problem. You understand? Like, and this was supposed to be a so-called secluded or private meeting. So you were not invited, but you were being talked about as usual. You understand? They stole we land, they stole everything from us, culture, everything. You weren't invited. Brother, this place right here, and that's why this place is going to burn the way it's going to burn when Christ returns. Because they know what they're doing. They know who we are. Yeah, as Cole was saying, like we on them streets corner yelling at the top of our voice saying black people are the real Jews.
Right.
That's a problem. That's a problem because now guess what? You have two people fighting for a land that is not theirs. Because what does Israel, what claim does Israel make for grabbing land? What claim does Benjamin Netanyahu make, the prime minister of Israel? What claim does he make for him grabbing land?
Salaka, sir.
Come on.
God gave it to him.
Yes, that land belonged to the Jews. You understand? And they want it back. And why does the Palestinian want it? Why does the Palestinian want the land?
Salaka, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Because, okay. Because they were there before they got there?
Yes, they may claim that it's their land. All of it. And they were taken off it by the so-called Jewish man. You understand? They were taken off it by the so-called Jewish man. They may claim to it, but that land belongs to who? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
Belongs to us. Right?
Lock out of one.
Come on.
So with respect to BB and all, the fake Jews, and their claim, or they're staking their claim to the Holy Land as being ethnically theirs according to whatever, right? So with respect to Americans and Manifest Destiny, is this similar to that? With them believing that God, ordained them to be able to have the land from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean?
Yes, when they take the story name. So of course, if you go into the Bible, you clearly see that what? That Egypt, part of Egypt, part of what? Iraq, Iran, Saudi Arabia,
right?
Israel, and the West Bank, and where the Palestinians are, belong to us. But somehow, okay, when do black people history begin?
So, like, sir, according to the oppressor.
But when?
Our history during slavery.
Yeah. Somehow our history began in 16. When it was? It's 16 what?
1619.
Yes. Somehow our history starts in 1619.
Right.
Before that, there were no black people. Or if there were black people, they were in Africa. But your history starts when you came into slavery. 100 years before, there's no history of you. Even with all the movies that they make back then, like your 10 Commandments.
Come on.
You ever see when there's so-called Easter coming and they start playing all these so-called biblical movies? Do you see a black person in that movie?
La.
you faster see what? A so-called Hamite, an
Oppressor.
African inside that movie. You don't see black people in them movies. You understand? And things like that. When you don't see things like that, in your mind, you're going to want to cleave to what? The darkest person there, who is what? An African. You understand? Somebody who's not learned. You understand? To say what? We are the Africans. We are what? The Egyptians. When we are not, according to the Bible. Right? All right. Where we at right now? So give me where it says where it say every kind like it is one. I think that's Ecclesiasticus 12 and 12 or something around there. And somebody give me Deuteronomy 27 and 17. Right? And this is how, and this is to show you, you know what I mean? This is how we should look at things. All right? Anybody get it from us yet?
So, like, sir, you said Deuteronomy 27 and 17?
Yes.
Come on, I got it.
Go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 17. Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark.
You understand? Like the Lord leave these laws inside here for us. You understand? And how we should what? Conduct ourselves. You understand? Like we should be the ones ruling this earth. Because we have laws. You understand that the Lord left for us, that if we were to do them, it will separate us from us and the heathens. You understand? But when you go join into Christianity, when you go become a Christian, now, guess what? This scripture means nothing to you. You understand? You're going to believe your oppressor. You're going to believe him. You're going to think that what? That your land is where? In Mogadishu or Africa, some part in Africa on the west side. You understand? Ghana or Nigeria. That's your land? That ain't your land. Right? Where's your other scripture I said to go to?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 13 and 16 are the one.
Go ahead, read it.
The book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 13 verse 16. All flesh consorteth according to kind.
You understand? That's what's going on right now. The so-called what? The so-called Israelis with the Americans. And then you have Hamas with what? With the Lebanese and the Yemen, the people from Yemen. The what do they call them? The Hutu or I forget the tribe. Arabs. Right? In Yemen.
Ishmael?
Yeah, it's Ishmael, but there's a name. It's an H name. I forget. Come on.
Houthi tribe.
Yeah, the Houthi. The Houthis. You understand? Like they are trying to come together to fight the so-called oppressor. But guess what? Why you think they're holding back? Why you think they're holding back? Give me where you say he's the most subtle beast of the field. I think that's in Genesis. Why you think these heathens holding back? The so-called Arabs and them. Hamas and Hezbollah and Yemen. Why you think they're holding back? Anybody? Come on.
I would say the oppressor has they're in their pockets. A lot of their infrastructure is ran by the oppressor, and not only that, the so-called Arab man if you know, is also mixed in with the oppressor. A lot of the oppressor is mixed in with the Arab man. For is the one making the decision for the country. Even though he say he's an Arab, he's an oppressor.
Yeah,
you
that's a good one too. But I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for something more carnal.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
America have a lot of firepower in that area right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's deterring them from the other countries from starting anything.
Okay, you're right, but they have firepower too.
But America got two aircraft carrying groups down there. Nuclear power.
That's it. That's it. You understand? Because of what? How many of you remember what happened to Japan?
Canada one can. Yes.
Were they winning the war before?
Can.
They were winning it.
And they gave up after that.
Yeah. Because after you see that type of tragedy, that mass unaliving, you are going to do what? You're going to give, you saying, where is the paper? You're going to find your enemy and tell them, yo, I'm surrendering right now. Because you don't want your kids 50 years down the line born in with 3 eyes or 50 toes. You understand? And about 20 fingers. You know what I mean? Or you want your daughter coming out with a nice hump on her back. You understand? Your kids ain't able to live past a certain time. You know how much horror they had to go through? And who remember what it did in the Vietnam War? You remember what America did in the Vietnam War?
So like I think they use some Agent Orange.
Agent Orange. So they have an idea of who they're dealing with. You understand? And when his back is against the wall, brother, you ever see a dog with his back against the wall? What happens to that dog? Or that any animal? What does the animal do?
It'll attack you, sir.
Yeah, he will attack you. You know what I mean? He will attack you to the point where it's nigh on to what? Suicide. So if he see he's going to lose, bet your bottom dollar, them nukes coming out. One of them going to get nuke, and guess what? Everybody going and sit down. We're going back to the table. You understand? He nuke them Japanese. I know if them the so-called, what you call it again? The so-called Arab. If he goes, you know what I mean, if that will make him stop. Because the Bible calls him a what? A wild man. Which is good. Good entertainment. Where we at right now? Who's holding one for me?
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13, verse 16.
Go ahead.
All flesh consorteth according to kind,
and
a man will cleave to his like.
All right. A man will cleave to his like, meaning his people. You understand? Like black people and Hispanic people, what should we be doing?
So like,
come on.
Gathering ourselves together.
Yes. In other words, what should we be doing?
Separate.
In other words, what should we be doing? We shouldn't be doing what? Celebrating what? Come on.
Get in class.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's number one thing on the list. But what? We shouldn't be celebrating what? What today is? I was forgetting today. Halloween. All right? We're going to have to start somewhere. Tonight should be that night where we sit down, as the brother is saying, and get in these U.P.K. classes.
That's right.
You understand? Get in these classes And as what's the brother name? Man, my memory going. Who just gave me the answer? Ayathon, Slaki brother. Right? As Ayathon saying, we're gonna have to separate. And separating means what? We're gonna have to care for each other.
That's
all right. Nobody right now saying that the Israelis are racist. You hear any talk like that? Instead, they're saying what? This is bringing them together. This is what? This is unifying a whole nation. To unalive another nation. Brother, the unaliving is so much fun to some of them Israelis. They have a spot in Israel where people are just gathering and just watching the bombs drop on Gaza. They're sitting down and watching it. Come on.
If I may, sir, there was also a video that was circulating that every time they would hear the bombs drop, you would hear the crowd begin to, like, they would cheer in the city. Like it was clapping, like, you know, what's that? What did Moses say he heard the children of Israel do when he came off the top? What he said, tumultuous sound.
Yeah.
Like they was cheering.
Yes. And that's almost bring to memory what they did when they was hanging us and lynching us. You understand? They would be taking pictures, smiling, while your mother or your father swinging from a tree. You understand?
Salakia, sir, that's their MO. Like even with the war in Iraq, like the Abu Ghraib prison, how they was urinating on the prisoners and taking pictures with them and compromising position and sending them home to their families. That's their motoratus. How you say it, Bunk here? Modus operandi.
Boy, yeah, they have I'm telling you, whatever come their way, man, they earn that, boy. You know, like you go to school and you put the hard work in and you get a degree or a diploma, yeah, they earn whatever the Lord bring in their way.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
I do have a question though, Baba Kushar.
Come on.
We see that you see that I know if a nation is divided against itself, it shall fall. But I'm trying to figure out what is it with the I seen some of the small hats that were in support of Palestine. I was trying to figure that part out. Like
yeah, it's no different than some of your oppressors. So just remember, some of your oppressors in slavery, they wasn't down with it like some of them.
Like anti-war.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
You understand? Like some of them wasn't down with it. You understand? But that don't mean they're not culpable. You understand? Because if there was, then you know what I mean, they'll find ways to do it to make the government hear them. They'll put your life on the line if you mean it. You know what I mean? Other than that, what you're doing will make no sense. You understand? Like you're gonna have to, they're gonna have to, them who said that what? Remember, what do we gauge our oppressor by at camp? The ones that really sorry. What do we gauge them by?
What they do to prove it.
Yes. Meaning they're gonna have to what? Get on their knees and kiss the boots. You understand? Lick the dust up from your boot.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Like they're gonna have to prove it. They're gonna have to get down and prove it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And then there's some who say I agree with you, but I'm not bowing down. No. Is either one of them gonna be in the kingdom? You know what I mean? Which you're in power? Oh hell no. You understand?
Yes, sir.
They are not. You understand? Not because you know what I mean, you crying and you know what I mean, you gonna have to do so. You gotta show You know what I mean? You got to show something. You got to pay your life on the line. Give your land up. Give all your money up. Bring all your wealth in here. Drop it in here. If you ain't dropping your wealth in here, then guess what? You're no different than Joe Biden, who talks a good game. You understand? Talks a good game. What Biden tell black people? That he was going to take care of their what?
Student loans.
Yes, student loans. Knowing he couldn't do it. Knowing he could not have done it. And he know them student loans be eating up black people paychecks are. Is child support, then that student loan. You can imagine you on child support, plus you a student loan to pay. Brother, you not seeing that check. You not. You understand? That is straight up the so-called Palestinians talking about they what? They've been under occupation for what, 50 years, 60 years? You understand? Like every nation, whatever they go through, somehow your suffering can't match to their suffering. Like 6 million Jews was unalive by Hitler. You will swear only 2 million of us die in slavery. You swear that. The way they act as if their suffering is more than us, more than what we went through. When they had a hand in what we went through too. And they will not say it. They will not come out and apologize for it. You understand? Right? Where we at with the scripture? Is somebody holding some in I think it's in Proverbs for me?
So, like, I know you asked for more subtle.
Yeah, give me that one.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3, I believe it's verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Most High Power had made. And
right?
He said,
and he is the what most subtle beast. You understand? And that's your oppressor. He is subtle. Right? And why is it saying he's a subtle beast?
So, like I said, we're talking about his character.
Yeah. So why is it saying he's subtle? You know what I mean? Come on.
So, like I would say, like how crafty he is, like something that's subtle is like craftily moving. You know what I'm saying? Like
right. So in other words, he's crafty, right?
Yes, sir.
So is his craftiness somehow going to help you?
La.
No. What does it mean?
So lucky him sneaking.
Yes, to do what?
To harm you.
Yes. That's why he's the most subtle beast. You understand? That's why he's the most subtle beast of the field. Remember in what did it say in give me it in I think it is Ezekiel 34 and 28. All right. I mean, the Palestinians, right? Do they care about black people? Right? You clearly saw it went on with the brothers in England, in Birmingham, right? They do not, but they will appear as if to, right? They have I believe they have a mural of George Floyd in Palestine, right? Does that mean they care about George Floyd? Every nation have been what? Using us The feminist movement used our what? Civil rights. You understand? Like we fought for it. The dogs got put on us. Water hose. Martin Luther King died for that. And now they just doing what? They're just following that after you. And what's going on? Right? Now, I'm gonna bring it to this. If that was black people on the street protesting and enraged, what would have happened? You remember all the protests, the Freddie Gray, the George Floyd? What happened?
So like they would have shut down the country. It's called out the National Guard, the local PD, the Air Force, the Marines, the Special Forces. They would have threw everything at us to you know what I'm saying, to have us stand down or try to disperse us. I don't want.
Yes, they'll bring out the reserve guards. They'll bring them tanks on the streets. You understand? They don't treat us like animals. But somehow these Palestinians, they get a chance to protest. They get a chance to behave how they want to behave. You can imagine you go up inside some government building protesting like they're protesting. So somebody tell me if we ever did that. When last you heard of us doing that? Going up in some state building, protesting the murder of any one of our people in some state building. Come on.
That was with the Black Panthers.
That was the last time.
Oh, come.
You understand? But they're able to do it. They're able to do it, and nothing comes from it. Nothing. All right? Where we at right now?
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen.
Give me a little more. Meaning, go back up. I think it talks about the beast. Is it check 34? No, where you at? What verse in?
I was in 34 and 28, sir.
Check. Okay, read 27 for me. Let me see.
You want me to go to
8.
5?
Give me where it said we will pray.
Kind of one kind.
Uh-huh.
The book. Oh, Salakia. Is it verse 5 out of 1?
Check and see where it says if we will pray. Read it.
Okay, Salakia, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
You hear what it's saying? We were what? Scattered. So some of us what? Some of us marching with the Palestinians. Some of us doing what? Marching with what? With the Israelis. You understand? Like we are what? We are scattered. You understand? The Israelis is your who? Your Christians. The Palestinians is your who? Islam. Your Muslims. You understand? We were scattered because they were what?
Because there is no shepherd.
Because there was no shepherd. But today you have a shepherd by the name of Commander General YAHANNA. He's standing right in the middle, the two of them. And he is what? He's trying to rein black people in with these officers on the streets, with these captains and these generals on the internet, trying to rein brothers and sisters in so that we do what? We no longer what? Scattered. That we come together as one. You understand? How Caesar do it? As one. You understand? Read on.
And they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
And that's what happened. We become as meat. You understand? And meat meaning what?
Salak Adawan.
Uh-huh.
Food. They
Yeah,
eat.
food.
Right.
So meat meaning what? So we know it's food, meaning what? So just picture this, right? When you eat food, where does it go?
To survive, sir.
Yeah, but where does it go?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Banker. Y'all. I see you reading my mind. Where does it go?
Through your digestive tract, Adawan.
Good. Yeah, yes. I like that. I'll take that. Digestive tract. You understand? And then you go sit down and you do what? You do the deuces. You
Yes,
drop some people off to the pool. Right? And that's us. We are food to these nations. Meaning what? We are nothing. They will what? They will put you where? On the front line. You want to be in the Israel army? Guess who in the front line? You ain't driving them tankers. You for sure not in the Air Force. You are a foot soldier. You on the ground. You are meat. You understand? You protesting. Where you at? You in the back protesting? Nah, you in the front. Getting your skull crack open. Looking like a fool in front of people. That Amari Stoudemire. Oh, he is the most dumbest Negro. Where is he right now? All he talking about black people, this. That Negro better be on the front line with a gun in his hand. Prove your loyalty, you dumb Negro. Go prove your loyalty. The next time I see you, Amari, show me a gun in your hand, some dirt on your face. I don't care if you got to pick it up and just pass it in your face. I want to see you, like, since you want to talk about black people, how what he said?
We should be fighting for Israel. We should be supporting them.
Right, we should be supporting them. Amari, you lead by example.
Right.
He should put on a uniform.
Yes, he should be on the front line and top. You know what I mean, in front the tank.
Okay.
You understand? He should go before that tank.
Captain Stoudemire.
Yeah. Go in front the tank, Stoudemire. Show us that you really love these people.
Right.
Show us. And we'll show you how dumb you is. Because we'll come bury you.
Okay.
You understand? We'll come throw dirt on you. You understand? We'll come and get a proper burial because they ain't giving you one. They will let them birds eat you, pick on you. You understand? Because they don't give a damn about black people. That's why the woman said what? We are the number one problem. The young black generation.
Right.
Is the problem. You understand? Because these young men, they're going to wake up. And once you have young men waking up, you have problems on your hand. Once they start knowing that they're the real Jews, that Christ is black just like them, it's something going to turn in their head. You understand? Right now, black people living like this because there is no end. We don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. When you're black, most of us, before we come in the truth, we either thought we were not going to make it past a certain age. And if you did make it past a certain age, it's a big celebration. You understand? And that's how we think. So you can imagine them young brothers coming up and what they have to go through. You understand? And what they will have to fight through. And now with them learning about the truth, oh, there gonna be some problems. There gonna be some real problems on the streets of America. I say some real problems, some good problems. You understand? Where we at?
We're in the book of Ezekiel, sir.
Come on, give me.
When they were scattered, Salakia. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 5. And they were scattered because there was no shepherd. They became meat to all the beasts of the field.
Right, there's only one shepherd today that's trying to do what? Tell black people not to join any side but their own side.
That's right.
Your Hispanics, your Native Indians, and black people, we need you. You know what I mean? You can't be in the stands cheering no more. You had to be on the ground. You had to be in the game. You understand? Let them Palestinians and let them Israeli go at it. You understand? They want to, the so-called Hamas want to go on unalive Israelis because, you know what I mean? Because they want to do it, because they oppress, they could do it. And why I say they could do it? Why am I saying they could do it? And that's what they may have to do. Why?
Salaki, sir. If they destroy each other, that would be our freedom in this empire.
Yeah, but okay. On this, I'm saying, why would they have to fight for their freedom? The best way I could put it, so YouTube don't flag me. Why would they have to fight for their freedom?
That's what they asked us to do.
Simpler than that. Why would they have to fight for their freedom?
So Lakia, sir. Because them existence depend upon it.
Okay. So do black people existence depend on them fighting their oppressor?
Can.
You sure?
Meaning, you know what I mean? We know the most I fight on our behalf still.
Oh, no, you're getting in a realm that them heathens can't get in.
Can. Okay, can.
You understand? Allah is where? Where's Allah?
Allah is fake.
Where he is?
He's with the in the Middle East with Hamas and the Palestinians.
No, he is in Saudi Arabia in
Mecca.
In Mecca.
Gone.
You understand? That's where Allah is. He relaxing while his children getting bombed.
Because he can't do a damn thing for help them.
He ain't no arm, he ain't no leg.
On vacation.
Yeah, he on vacation.
God.
You understand?
God.
Our God, he's not on vacation. You can see it in the Middle East right now. The Lord having them angels work overtime. You remember what Captain Meshach said on the radio show? What you pray for? What he said? If you watch the radio show, he said he's going to put oil on the heads of those rockets, of the Israeli rockets, because of what those Palestinians did to us that day in Birmingham. And them rockets was dripping with oil, drenched in oil. And that Jabari, or whatever you call it, camp, they felt that. They felt the oil. The oil, the steam, the fire, the smoke, everything. They felt it that day. And I will not be shocked to hear that same woman or those men who tried to harm the men of the Lord, families were dealt with that day. today. You understand? You don't mess with the children of the Most High and think, you know what I mean, is all, you know what I mean, is all fine. It ain't all fine. It ain't. Right, read on.
So like it, sir.
Come on.
I got a precept for Allah.
Come on.
If I may. 1 Kings chapter 18 and verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
It came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, for he is a God. Either he is talking, or he is pursuing, or he is in a journey, or pre-adventure. He sleepeth and must be awakened. So
Yeah.
That's Allah, the one.
Yeah, that's him right now in the Middle East. While them men are brother, you can imagine how much. I think they say that with them Palestinians, what, 25 square miles or something like that, and they done drop like 6,000 bombs on that area. Brother, where is Allah?
He said his business hours are from 7 to 5 out of 1.
Brother, he doesn't have any business hours. That nigga not working. he is not working. He is, you know what I mean? He is asleep.
Out for lunch.
In a coma. You understand? For years. Right? I sent check the email call. Right? And give me where Christ said, kingdom shall fight against kingdom. Right? And you all pay attention to what them preachers and them saying also too. Pay attention to it. You'll clearly see that these preachers don't even understand the Bible right now. Because this Bible is straight up prophecies being brought out on this earth today, and they're nowhere close to it. Nowhere close to it. They don't have a clue on how to save the Lord people in time like these. They don't. You understand? Because you're gonna hear them pastors praying for both sides. But the Israelis ain't praying for what? The Palestinians. The Palestinians ain't praying for what? The Israelis. They both hate each other. Now play this. This is who you gotta worry about. Play this to me.
Tragic accident that took. We are learning more tonight about a tragic accident that took the life of a local farm worker last month in the carrot fields of New Kuyama. It was a typical day on the farm until the woman was hit in the field by a truck and died in her daughter's arms. 17 Cecilia Trevino is here now with the story.
Her friends tell me Rosa Miriam Sanchez was a great farm worker, colleague, and employee. But now Sanchez's family says they are yet to receive justice, while her co-workers say they don't feel safe at work.
It was heartbreaking, just watching her, because, well, she basically passed in her arms. That was the hardest part.
A 58-year-old mother gone while working in the field, her daughter holding her in her last moments. On September 20, 2023, just before noon, farm workers were picking carrots after their break when a truck driver backed into Rosa Miriam Sanchez at the Grimway Farm in New Kuyama, 66 miles southwest of downtown Bakersfield.
He's just going fast and he hits her. I seen the truck jump. And at first I thought it was a water jug. I didn't really, So when he went back forward, that's when I realized there was a person. And when we ran up, it was Miss Rosa.
But things kept moving along as usual.
We ended up calling 911, and well, what I found.
What was that? You'll hear what she just said? What she just say?
So like it, sir. She said that things kept moving along as usual.
Meaning what?
They didn't give a damn. They just sent them right back to work.
Okay, you gotta paint a picture for me. If they say things went back as normal, Yeah, you ain't tell me what to do with the body. Where the body was.
Shalagi, sir.
Come on.
It was just laying there.
Yeah. And I will cry for the Palestinians, Zach. I'm gonna cry for them.
Sir.
And we had to go through this. We have to go through occupation like this.
Right.
And I'm gonna cry for Palestinians. Nah, brother.
Right.
No Amari. No Amari. I'm gonna put my life on the line for them. Not for Israeli. They don't need my life. They have the David, I think they call it David slingshot. They have the Iron Dome. They have the arrow. They have a military act. The IDF don't need me.
Right.
They don't need me. You understand? They don't. But them people, brother, them Hispanics, they need us.
That's
them
right.
Black people, they need us. Them Negroes, they need us. You understand? Them Haitians need us. You understand? Them South and Central American, North America, they need us. I'm going to cry for them.
That's right.
I'm going to shed a tear for this. Wasn't them 58-year-old woman a truck just backed up on?
Right.
And nobody tried to take her to the hospital? It was work as what? Usual? Man, come on, man. Continue playing. Tell a little more.
All wrong was that they continued working throughout the whole thing. Like, instead of like them moving out, they still stayed working there.
I did ask, hey, should we leave this part? Because it was right next to Miriam Sanchez. And they just told me, well, we just have to finish this part. You know, even though we need help, like, we're going to have to finish. So they brought another crew next to her, and we finished that part.
A tragedy Miriam Ramirez says could have been a...
Oh, boy. You hear this? Okay. Brother, you know what type of distress you got to be in? You know what the value of your life is when you get to that state, huh? But nah, everybody on the news talking about Palestinians, the Israelis.
Right.
Nobody talking about Rosa.
Right. That's right.
Nobody care about Rosa.
That's right.
You understand? You know what I mean? Like these Hispanics should not be working in this type of environment.
That's right.
Should not. How the hell you gonna sit your loved one die right there in front of you, in your arms, and they take you and move you somewhere, bring another group, and just work? You understand? We are what? We are prey. Boy, oh boy. Now give me where Christ said it out his mouth. You could stop this video here now.
Come on, the one. We are in Matthew 24, the book of Matthew, chapter 24. You want me to start at verse 6 or go to verse 7?
Where it says, beware of them, of people who call themselves Christ. You can start there. If that's 5 or 6.
Come on, the one. Book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Right? Take heed that what?
No man deceive you.
Because some men gonna tell it to do what? Some preachers gonna tell it to do what? To pray for the Palestinians. You know what I mean? So some of them will tell it pray for what? The Israelis. Some of them will tell it pray for the both of them. Pray that you have peace. You understand? Read on.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
For many shall come in my name and say what?
I am Christ.
I'm a savior. I'm a savior. That's like somebody who telling you they know CPR and they never did CPR. They never went to the class for CPR. And say, you know what, don't worry. I got you. I'm a savior. And don't know a clue. You understand? Don't know a clue. All right? Read on.
And shall deceive many.
And what?
And shall deceive many.
And you see that's happening right now. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are deceived into thinking that we are in America plan. You understand? We are deceived into thinking that, you know what I mean, somehow we should be praying for what? For peace on earth. Deceived into thinking that Christ died for everybody. Deceived into thinking that we could celebrate Halloween. You understand? Deceived. Read on.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
You shall have what?
Wars and rumors of wars.
Well, we're in the war right now, and you're hearing about what? Rumors of wars. Meaning what? This country say they're going to get in it. Turkey say they're going to get in it. Yemen say they're going to get in it. Hezbollah say they're going to get in it.
Right.
You understand? Iran say they're going to get in it. Rumors of wars. Read on.
See that ye be not troubled.
Meaning what?
Salak, I want if I may. Don't worry about what the hell they got going on.
You sure, Banky? Check and see if it said pray.
Salak, the one?
Check and see if it said pray.
See that ye be not troubled.
Okay. Check and see if it says, you know, to worry about, you know what I mean, these other nations, these Gentiles.
See that ye be not troubled.
Meaning what? Negro, go get a drink. It's just another day for me and you in hell. You understand? It's just another day for me and you in hell. Don't worry about it. They wanted to put you in the ghettos. You understand? They want you to put you in the barrios. Ain't no sweat. Those places are going to be the safest places on earth.
That's right.
We're going to build the kingdom of heaven while they destroy their kingdom. You understand? We're going to build the kingdom of heaven right in the ghetto.
That's right.
And they're going to destroy theirs. You understand? Read on.
For all these things must come to pass.
What?
For all these things must come to pass.
Why is your preacher asking to pray for peace? I do not understand. They don't understand Christ. They never did.
Right.
The only person they understand is who? Who do they understand? Who you think they understand?
Select out of one.
Come on.
The one that's paying them.
Yeah. You understand? Yeah. They understand the oppressor. They don't understand Christ. Otherwise, they won't be teaching you to fear the oppressor. They'll be teaching you to fear who? Christ.
Right.
The Most High.
Right.
That's who they'll be teaching you to fear. They won't be telling you to go vote. They won't be telling you to pray for Palestine, pray for Israel, pray for peace. They won't be telling you these things. They will know that these things that are happening on earth right now is going to have to come to pass.
Right.
It's going to. Oh, that's why you're reading the Bible. Why are we even reading the Bible?
Right.
Why are we even studying the Bible? If this is going to be my life until I die, why am I reading the Bible? Why should any of us read the Bible? If we are just going to just succumb or accept second place, third place, you know what I mean, last. You would you ever encourage your child to come last in a race? Yeah, ain't no sweat, bro, son. You come last. Ain't no problem with that. I love you. Come last in the race. No, you will never send your son or your daughter out there to come last in no race. In nothing. But somehow Christianity makes us accept last place without even putting an effort. I do not understand. Come on.
Like I said, if I could, what you bringing out is so heavy because, you know, it just really shows the difference between us as a nation and these heathens. You know what I mean? Like, when we God's chosen people, because these heathens, like you were saying earlier, like they got their armies, they have their militaries, and so on. So, you know, even if you just a Palestinian, I don't know, you're a freaking carpenter or something. But as soon as the news flash that you get bombed in some part of Palestine or whatever, you know that has something to do with you. You know, take some kind of action somehow, some way. You know, you're now involved in this. This is your people at war. Israelis or whatever. But black people, you know what I mean? We just such slaves because of Christianity. We seeing all this stuff going on in the news, and we just thinking it's all honky dory. And you know, we don't gotta, you know, even think about it. We don't even gotta worry about it because we just really just again like some little kids in this place, like some children waiting for daddy to figure it out. We'll let good old daddy America figure it out. You know what I'm saying? While we just smoke weed and you know what I'm saying and live our lives. You know what I mean? But we don't even have nobody teaching us about the severity of what's taking place. Salakia.
That's right. That's right. You understand? And we don't understand. You know what I mean? All right. We don't. All right, read on.
But the end is not yet.
But the what?
But the end is not yet.
The end is not yet. Meaning what?
Salakia, the one. There's more to come.
Yeah. There's more. So the Israelis buckling. You understand? Palestine. You Palestinians, you all buckle in, hunker down. You understand? There's more to come. There's more to come. You Russians, you know what I mean? Hunker down, winter coming. You Ukrainians, get up. You know what I mean? The Lord say it ain't all done as yet, so it's gonna be more chaos on this earth. Right. More. You think it's gonna get better? Christ is saying what's gonna happen? What's Christ actually telling you? What's Christ saying here? When he tell you he's going to have rumors of wars. All right? What is he saying? Come on.
Salakia, Adawan. Just to be prepared, you know, sit back and watch.
Yeah, this is just a warm-up. You know, when you before you know what I mean, whatever sport you're playing, you go get warm up first. You want to pull a muscle. You understand? Well, the Lord's saying this is just a warm-up. You understand? What you're seeing in Palestine and them Israelis is just a warm-up. Ain't no coming back. You ain't gonna kill and rape my woman and it is a comeback from that. Huh. Rat, cockroach, everything getting taken care of when I finish. Everything getting exterminated. Well, so come on, Israel. Go on. Exterminate everything. Brother, I saw a video with this, they're showing it, these Palestinians, they're trying to get out of a tongue they're in. Apparently they're getting bombed. Brother, the car, I believe, going south. A tank coming up from the north. The car going to make a U-turn. Before he could even finish making a U-turn, that tank fire on that car. That was it. You understand? Like they're going to be a ton of bloodshed on this earth. Why? So that black people, Hispanic people could get justice.
That's right.
Rosa needs justice. You just kill somebody, run somebody over, and you just go about your business. The people who you're working for, nobody cares. Nobody is like, let's rush her to the hospital. Nothing. That mother had to die in the hands of a child. No child should be seeing that.
Right.
And then that child was put on another location on the farm to work. You gotta make a quota. What does that remind you of?
Slavery.
Yeah. And Negroes like to say what? Slavery over.
Right.
Not for Rosa. Not for Rosa and her kids. You understand? Black man, we're still in captivity. We're still under oppression. You want to know why you ain't fighting back like the Palestinians? Because your forefathers, like Rosa, been put to death. And you had to sit by and watch it. And because you want your kids to survive, you grow your kids up to do what? To shut their mouth.
That's right.
Look the other way. You stop talking like you're in the ghetto. When you are wrong oppressors, you use proper English. Right?
Right.
That's what we've been taught. But somehow, what's her name? Judith Vanier. I forget her last name. The so-called Israeli woman that say that the young black generation is a problem. Oh yeah. They're gonna hear this and wake up quick.
Right.
They're gonna hear it and wake up. They're gonna hear this, that Christ is black, the Jews are black, and they're gonna go research it for themselves.
Right.
You understand? Saudi Arabia have a ton of our history. All these countries around there have tons of our history. It's gonna come out. You gotta give it up. Right? Give me Exodus 23. One of my favorite scriptures right now. Where the Lord say he gonna fight with enemies. Understand? Seeing him fighting our enemies right now. Come on.
You said Exodus 23 and what verse, Cap?
I think 25. Hold on. Let me see. It said, enemy unto my enemy. I'll be an enemy unto your enemy.
Okay. I'm in Exodus 23. I was just asking for the verse to see exactly where you are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already in Exodus 23.
Check.
25? You said 25?
Yeah, check 25.
25 and 17, sir?
No. Let me get it for you.
23 and 22.
23 and 22? Okay.
Go ahead.
THAWADAH. I have it, sir. This is the book of Exodus chapter 23 and verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak,
Yeah, give me 1 minute. All right. All right, go ahead.
Salaki, Kanokasa.
Mhm.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 22.
Mhm.
But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversaries.
The Lord wants to unalive your enemy.
That's right.
You understand? The Lord wants to unalive your enemies, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because sisters like Rosa needs justice. Her blood cried from the ground.
Right.
You understand? Them kids on the border need justice. What blacks and Hispanics had to go through, the Native Indians had to go through in this country. We need justice. Everybody else trying to get justice. The Palestinians trying to get justice for their babies, for their dead, for their unalive babies and women. But we need justice too. You understand? All right. All right, that's it for that scripture. All right. And any questions before I let you all out? You all keep your ears close to them news. You understand?
Come on.
And brothers, pray. You understand? All right. All right. If no more questions, who are passing the class over to?
Salaki out of one, Bankaya.
All right. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest and Officer Bankayal. And if there's anything next week, I'm gonna just get questions. Any questions you all have, right? All right.
Men of Israel, we're gonna render one courtesy salute to Captain I.S.U.P.K. Men of Israel, Majim. Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, Yahweh
Hashem Yahweh Hashem Shabbat
Yada Matah, hands down, Sar, turn to face the sisters. Sisters, Amajim. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to our sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak,
Yahweh Shema Taba Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Yada Matah. Yeshua means to be seated. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest funds, a free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming holy convocations, we have YAHANNA, December the 7th, which is a Thursday. First Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. It's the 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing our black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, class dismissed.